Hello students, welcome back to your science class. We were studying the chapter Motion and Measurement of Distances. In first part, we studied about different ways of measuring the distances, the conventional methods and non-conventional methods, traditional methods and the modern methods. Now, in this part, we will study about motion and its types. So let's move forward. The first slide here shows the topic rest. What is rest? You all know, when we lie on the bed, that is rest, isn't it? Or we are not moving ourselves, that is rest. So similarly, an object is said to be in rest when its position remains stationary. That means the object which remains stationary at a place and do not change its position is said to be in rest. Now just see the car. It is staying here. It is not moving here and there. So that means the car is in the rest position. But what is motion? When the position of a body changes with the passage of time. That means when any object changes its position from one place to another with due time, it is said to be in motion. Here, this car is in a rest state. But now look, it is moving. So, it was in the state of motion. Understand? It changed its position from one point to another point. So, this is we call a motion. Now, there are many types of motions, but here we will study about these three main types of motions: linear motion, random motion and circular motion. These all terms are very much clear from the name itself, like linear motion. Linear means straight. So, the motion along the straight line is termed as linear motion. Understand? When anything is moving in a straight line, it is not changing its direction, it is moving in a straight line, it is said to be in linear motion. Fine? Now, it is further categorized as rectilinear motion and curvilinear motion. Now, what are these two types of motions? Let me tell you. First one is rectilinear motion. When object moves from one position to another position along a straight line, it is said to be in rectilinear motion. That means it is not changing its direction, it is moving in a straight line. So that object is said to be in rectilinear motion. You might have observed the group of ants moving in a straight line. That means these ants are in a rectilinear motion. But here I am showing you another example of rectilinear motion. You must have seen the 26th January or Republic Day parade. You must have seen na? There these cadets move like as it is shown in the picture. Fine, they all are moving in a straight line without changing the direction. So this is the best example of rectilinear motion. This is known as march past. March past by the soldiers is an example of rectilinear motion. Now let's move forward. The next term is curvilinear motion. That means when an object moves along a curved line, it is said to be in curvilinear motion. The object is moving straight but in a curved path. Object is straight but the path is curved. That time it is said to be in curvilinear motion. For example, when we move on a road that is curved, then the car moving along that curved road is an example of curvilinear motion. Similarly, a train running on a track. Train is running on a fixed track, but the track is curved. So, this is also an example of curvilinear motion. Got it? Okay, I hope it is clear from this picture also. Now, let's move forward. Random motion. Random means haphazard, है ना? Not in a particular direction, here and there, just roaming here and there. When an object moves from one position to another and changes direction in an irregular manner, that means the object that is moving is in an irregular manner. That is known as random motion. So the motion of butterflies in the garden is the best example of random motion. They fly here and there. They are not following any particular path. This is known as random motion. Now, the third category is circular motion. When an object moves in a circular manner in relation to its own axis or around a fixed center, that means if any object is fixed at a center but it is moving around it in a circular manner, it is said to be in a circular motion. And what is the best example of circular motion? Just see upward. There must be a ceiling fan above you. It is the best example of circular motion. It is fixed at the center, but its blades are moving around. So look at this picture. Here this fan is moving. So this is an example of circular motion. An object remains at the same distance from the fixed point, which is the center of the path of the motion. Understand? So this is known as circular motion. Now, the next type of motion is periodic motion and non-periodic motion. Periodic. What is the meaning of period? That means something that comes after a regular interval of time. Fine. So the motion which repeats at regular intervals of time is known as periodic motion. Have you ever observed your heartbeat? Lubs and dubs, isn't it? So this is the example of periodic motion of your heart. Similarly, pendulum of a clock, it moves from one point to another point and it covers the distance at a regular interval of time. So that is an example of periodic motion. Just see this picture. Here this pendulum is moving and it is coming to its original position after regular intervals of time. So this is a periodic motion. Now, non-periodic motion means if an object is not repeating its motion after a regular interval of time. Now think about the examples. When object does not repeat its motion at regular intervals of time, it is said to be in non-periodic motion. For example, earthquake. You all know earthquake or volcanic eruption. What are these? You must be knowing. Anyways, but they never repeat after a regular interval of time. These all are uncertain. They can occur anytime. Landslides, they can occur anytime. Storms can appear anytime. So these all are non-periodic motions. Understand? So this is all about this chapter, motion. Now you have to go through the video again. We will meet soon in our next class with the new topic, with the new information. Till then, bye-bye.